Here I have my first natural quail. This was we had made this for the chickens and then decided it was a little too small for the full-size chickens and too heavy to move a lot. So I've got this garden bed that has been getting a little bit too much shade, and it's our first natural quail habitat. And this is the pair that is bonded and won't let anyone else with them, so I thought, let's give it a try. So hopefully they're secure enough from predators. They've got a little house. Right, guys? Not a quail call to be heard. Very quiet. So with the latches, they'll be pretty secure. And all the brush should make them feel safe to hide under. What do you think, guys? I see your little eyes looking at me. Now you can go hide and pretend there are no humans anywhere. Yeah. Oh, she sees a little quail house. What do you think? What do you think of your new little quail house? This is obviously way more room than they need, but like I said, they are not amenable to company. They are not. They paired up and they just want to be together. So I've got to sort out their food and water. I'll probably use a water crock so that when the water freezes, I can just empty it and refill it quickly. You're trying to squeeze behind that as hard as you can. Walk around, dude. Oh, she got behind it. She says, I figured out how to squeeze behind. Do I need to move it out a hair so you can get behind it easier? You're too fat. There you go, you plump little partridge. Don't jump out, bud. He's very into escaping when he gets a chance to. There we go. So basically, no, we don't see any quail because they're hiding back here in the corner. Yep. Had some time to settle in and feel a little more confident. He just crowed and now they're pecking at things. So they seem to be liking it pretty good. So yeah, we are gonna put something over the top so they can be protected some from the rainstorms and big snows all winter, and see how they do outside overwintered Coturnix Quail. If they seem like they're miserable, I can always grab them and bring them back in, but I'm hoping they enjoy it. He's taking a dust bath in the dirt. Enjoying the sunny fall weather. Yes, you are. They're enjoying the sunny fall weather. You can see how their more natural coloring allows them to blend in pretty well with the dirt if predators were after them. They're bug hunting and taking little baths, having a good time being on the ground. I mean, the ground is a quail's natural habitat. They are definitely ground birds, so they're enjoying this a lot. You can see they're just really happy. So I can't wait to finish building more quail habitats if this works out and having everyone out on the ground in the spring. And what a good use for this really bitter pink Chinese celery and the kale that is past its prime. In spring, this will probably be a second quail cage, and I may go so far as to make a third one here, but I'm not sure because this actually is still a pretty productive garden bed. Many of these guys are feeling uneasy now because I did move 4 of them into this cage with the 4 females I had left after I sold 10 males the other day. So These may all be 8 little ladies. I'm not sure. No eggs yet. But they are feeling a little nervous about being in here in a new environment. And you can see the other quail are all basically either in their hutch or on the doorstop to the hutch. And these guys are just fighting. That wasn't very nice. Having a little bit of difficulty with being in here, being a little nervous. That was a rooster. Do I have a rooster in here still? I thought I had all girls. Might still have a rooster in here. My beautiful boy and his lady friends. They rearrange a lot. They've moved this little box all over the place, and they've got their feeder out sideways. But this is a very happy little flock. Egg-laying hen is in here, as well as some friends. I may have too many roosters in here. I kept all these based on color, not on behavior or sexing them at all. They're just the ones I thought were the prettiest. So this is my kind of keeper bunch that I'm very excited to have, and what I was hoping for when I hatched. All that commotion is my little honey. Hey honey, are you okay? Yeah. I think I may have mentioned her before. She's a sweet little Duclay hen that I bought without looking at her very closely when she was a chick, and she was, one of her legs was completely messed up. And this is really the only way she can survive. She almost didn't make it when she was outside with other hens. So it's a little boring sometimes, but I try to give her enrichments like kale leaves and things to play with. And she's very set in her ways. If she doesn't get scratch feed in the morning, she throws a tantrum. And then the evening she gets chicken feed. But she kind of holds onto the wires and moves herself around. And she wouldn't have survived the summer if I wouldn't have moved her inside. Here with the bunnies. But every once in a while she makes a big racket. Don't you, honey? She's a real sweetheart. This is my favorite child, Henry. He is such a good boy, aren't you, Hen? He just likes his head scratched all the time. All the time. He's a really good bunny. A blue-eyed agouti. Very pretty boy, aren't you, Henry? He says, what is that thing, Mom? I don't know if I like it. Yeah, he's my boy. I know you probably shouldn't have favorites, really, but I do. Henry, Pip, and Hutch are my favorites. More petting is required. And this is my wild child, Pip. She is very rotten. She wrecks her house as soon as I change it. Rips all her pine shavings out of her litter box. Throws her food dish around. She's just a rascal. But she is such a sweetheart. Now this is the one thing I was nervous about, and that is this rotten bugger right here, that he will hassle the quail and make them feel nervous. So I'm going to put the tarp over to protect from the elements, but also from Oliver. He goes and sits in the garage and looks at them for a long time, if he can get away with it. Sneaking in. Oliver? Psst. You know those are mommies. You leave them alone. You leave them alone. No, I don't want to hear it. So he made them feel a little nervous, but they can go back in and hide if they feel uneasy. But I think the tarp will help make it more cozy and him less likely to hassle them as well. He is my most vocal quail, and he is really letting people know about his new digs and how great it is out here. Yeah, you're a loudmouth. Definitely, I guess you can't really tell because from the few times I've showed you on the videos, but they're transformed. They are alert and happy and dust bathing and not acting crazy and flighty at all. This pair just did not do well in a cage at all. So they are a lot happier like this. So Oliver is heading off to greener pastures. I'm going to have to catch him and bell him again. He got rid of his collar with the bell on it.